Hi, this is BSO RISQUARD Huntsman. This is a 2v2 on the new Fall of the Samurai game. This is my first game on Fall of the Samurai. Not my first game, my first video. Do apologise. Yeah, I'm playing alongside HMG Mahaka, who's also in my clan, and we're playing against, I think it's SSGS clan. Two guys, Prophet and Wall Candy. Let's have a little chat about what I sort of think about the game so far, in comparison to like Shogun and Napoleon and stuff. So feel free to leave your thoughts and comments on at the end, if you got anything to add to what I say. I've got to say, I'll start off with saying I really like it. I wasn't too sure about it when I started playing the beta. I really wasn't sure whether I was going to get it or not at first, but then I thought, yeah, well, hey, I'll get it, see what the full game comes out like. Obviously they might make a few changes and stuff, which probably have still yet to happen, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, when I played Shogun, I mean, obviously it looks great. It looks, the detail of the men and the units and stuff is brilliant. The map looks really good. I mean, there's no way you can fault any of that. But the whole melee thing, I did start playing Shogun 2, and I got really bored with it really quickly. I didn't really like the whole avatar system, which they introduced with Shogun 2. I wasn't really a fan of that at all. But I've got to say, since I've started sort of playing Fall of the Samurai, the introduction of the rifles and that was into the whole Shogun 2 thing and the late period of Japan, it's a really, in my opinion, it's a really welcome addition to the game. It's great. I mean, like, the whole thing with the rifles is brilliant. I'm really glad that they did bring that in. The artillery obviously is much better as well. Both me and Mackie, I don't think Mackie had artillery in this, or did he? I'm not sure. Don't think he did, but both of our opponents had artillery. I am finding a lot that people are, you do get a lot of cheaters. There's a lot of plug pullers. I'm guessing that's because of the avatar system, with people not wanting to lose their ranking on the leaderboards and stuff, which I think is a bit daft. I mean, because anyone who's getting up at the top of the leaderboards and they're showing has not lost the game or something, you know, that's quite clearly, they're quite clearly pulling the plug a lot, because obviously everybody loses in the game. I will say about this game, in comparison to Napoleon, I think I still do kind of prefer Napoleon at the moment. I've only really just started playing this, so that this might grow on me more. The main aspect of what I like about preferring about Napoleon is it's more to do with the battle length, because the battles are really short in the Shogun series. I mean, like, in some ways that can be seen as a good thing, and I mean, if you just want to have a quick game and then you've got to go out or something, that could probably work. This game probably works really well with that. But I mean, when I get online and play games, it's when I've got, it's all my free time sort of thing. So I have plenty of time. So, and like, the amount of times I've had battles in Napoleon, or Empire, which have been up to like 3 hours long, and I love that sort of game. And then that's sort of like when you've actually won a game at the end, and like it's gone on for like 3 hours, you feel like you've actually sort of you've actually achieved something. You haven't actually just been like mincing around, wasting your time. But yeah, I mean, like, it's a good game, and it is growing on me. I don't really, I mean, I'll get onto the battle in a moment, and then I just wanted to like get on talking about this. I mean, leave your comments on what you like about this game in comparison to Napoleon, or anything like that. But I'm going to get onto the game in a moment and go through and what happened. Anyway, right, yeah, I'll get onto the game. So I'm going to click start. Let's go. Right, my build is I have a French Marines, one Katana Catchy, 2 spear units, 1 Red Bears with 2 upgrades. I have my general, 3 Yoriki, and Black Bears, 3 units of Black Bears. Right, so I'm moving up my cavalry up through the forest here. Obviously they can't be seen when they're walking. My opponent is putting his total rifleman in there. I think he's got some line infantry in there as well. He's got a marine unit over here. So that's spear unit there. Is that spear? Yorikachi. Yeah, spear unit I believe. And White Bears I believe. Yeah, the White Bear infantry unit, and he has his cannons over here, parrot guns, with a spear unit, obviously to protect it from my cavalry. He does. I mean, those things are pretty deadly. Actually, they cause quite a lot of damage to my men. To be fair. Oh yes, Mackie did take artillery, but I think he loses the artillery fight. Yeah, he loses out on the artillery fight, and I think he decides to pull back and like try and keep out of range of his opponent's artillery. Whereas I haven't got artillery, so I've got no choice but to attack. So, I'm guessing he thought, I don't know if he thought I didn't have any cavalry or anything, but I just kept walking these up, and I see his newest toasters were in there, and there was some infantry in that, but I'm making sure to keep this, my spear units and these units up close, because once I get these guys into action in here, I want to be able to shoot and go into melee against them as well. And if you notice, these units here are slightly in front of the units in his trees, which works against him, as Josh point out in a second. Right, so as soon as he spotted my cavalry, I just charged all of it straight in. I'm going to go for these Tosa Riflemen and the Katana Catchy. I'm now going to send in my spear units. I'm going to send in my Katana Catchy in there as well. But then with my cavalry, I'm going to swing it down and attack these units down here, and the Marines, and tie them up, and then I'm going to move all of these 3 units.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril,
all of these 3 units up into shoot these 2 guys while they're caught up with my cavalry. I mean, look at this game. I mean, like, the graphics quality is brilliant. Right, this guy's, I mean, I'm getting 3 shots on his Marines here at the moment. I mean, like, which is really good for me, because those Marines are pretty deadly. Right, so I'm just going to keep pushing up the attack in here. I'm making sure to keep my general close by, because I don't want my melee troops routing too soon. Over here, Mackie's centre's getting beaten up pretty badly, but I think that's mainly down to the artillery, and obviously he's under fire, so he's taken an awful lot of hits there. But over here, I mean, he's pushing up into this area. He really shouldn't be doing that. He's attacking far more than he needs to. He's got the artillery. He can kind of sit back and he should have kind of really sat back and just pounded away at Mackie. And let Mahaka, well, if he's pounding him with artillery, Mahaka's really got no choice but to attack him, to be fair. So it was a bit daft of him to be pushing up. I mean, especially in here, because Mackie can just close him in. I mean, these guys aren't going to last too long with all these units firing at them. Over on my side, I've routed all the units which are in the woods now, that were in the woods. I'm going to push up here, finish off these Marines and shoot up this cavalry. I guess he forgot that he left that cavalry there. Don't know what this unit is really doing, to be fair. I'm going to keep pushing up this attack because I want to get at these parrot guns. And push up in here really quick. But basically Mackey's only got to take care of the parrot his opponent's parrot guns and his general unit. The rest of it's all gone really. Well, he's got a unit of revolver cav, but that's basically about to rout anyway.
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir.
Right, so I pretty much beaten my guy now. There's not really much left he can do. Sort of just finishing up really. I think they actually quit the battle in a moment. Anyway, it just ends. So yeah, I'd say good game to our opponents. It's a shame he sort of rage quit. That's how it appeared to us. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Leave your thoughts on anything to do with the battle.
Their allies have forsaken them.
And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Just let it play through.